Marvel's 2018 movie Black Panther was a billion-dollar movie whose reach and appeal spanned the entire globe. It was remarkable not only in its box office success, but in the fact that it was the first movie starring a majority black cast to do so. The movie set a new precedent for American film and who gets cast in roles and how these roles are portrayed and then sold to foreign markets. Markets that the American black community were often told by Hollywood media were too prejudicial to enjoy or buy tickets to movies starring and about black people. This wasn't true. The movie was made and audiences worldwide saw a thrilling, nuanced, fictionalized but authentic depiction of black people on the big screen. If media effects theory is correct, the windfall for black people due to this movie and related media created in response to Black Panther would include changing the perceptions of people worldwide about who black people are. As an anime fan, I truly hoped that one of the effects of Black Panther would be improving the amount of black representation and people of color in general from an American perspective in Japanese media. I planned on doing some research about how black representation had improved over the course of 2018 and 2019 in Japanese animation. However, this task is nearly impossible to quantify. Sure, I've watched a bunch of anime since then, and sure, I was surprised to see a lot of black representation where I wasn't expecting it. But in order for me to have an accurate number, I would have to cross-reference every new anime in that time and all the characters in those anime with any new character of color in manga who have active corresponding anime series on air who would eventually air those characters of color. Not easy. However, as I scrolled through lists of the most popular or highly acclaimed anime from year to year, starting from 2016, I found something that I don't think had ever been seen before in the history of anime, and that was Carole and Tuesday. Carole and Tuesday is a 2019 Netflix anime series about two girls who seek stardom as music artists. What makes it stand out is that on nearly every top 10 anime list I read for 2019, it was near number one most of the time. From articles by Thrillist to Polygon, Carole and Tuesday were taking the top spots. And this was especially impressive as one of the titular characters was black. 8.1 on my anime list, 7.9 on IMDb, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Never before has there been such a well-received and critically acclaimed anime with the main character being a black person. Carole and Tuesday is topping lists in a way that no other anime has done that has featured, let alone starred, a black character. And rightfully so. The show is really good. Carole and Tuesday is an odd couple narrative about growing up and reaching your dreams on the planet Mars. Carole is an orphaned refugee trying to make ends meet, learning to trust and taking chances on dreams that she didn't even know she could have. She's depicted as a westernized, possibly American black girl, casual yet earnest. Tuesday is a naive but intrepid young woman trying to reach a dream deferred by her wealth and privilege. This anime is a musical anime about adolescence. I'm not a big fan of this genre of anime, but I have to concede that Carole and Tuesday does what it does very well. The musical compositions are usually intriguing, fun, and easy to listen to. The way adolescence is portrayed in this coming-of-age story doesn't shy away from difficult concepts like abuse, manipulation, identity, sexuality, trust, and regret. I'm always surprised about where the narrative goes whenever I watch Carole and Tuesday. The show has nuanced, allegorical aspects that holds a mirror up to today's political and social leanings, especially that of Western culture. Musical artists play as analogs to personalities in popular music today. The refugees we see in the story could be the Muslim refugees to Europe, or the Latino refugees to America. The refugees on the show are depicted as brown-skinned people like Carole, almost entirely. In this, Carole and Tuesday asks the audience the question, is this our future? The representation of blackness that Carole provides the audience is very human. Most black characters in anime, particularly in the English dubs of anime, are coded as black based upon the direction given to the voice actors. They'll sound urban black, despite their background. She, however, is allowed to be herself, earnest and forthright. Her blackness is important but incidental. This makes an interesting parallel to her identity as a refugee. Carole knows where she's from, but doesn't judge it the way the world does. It's just a part of her history. She's allowed to have her identity and allow her identity to inform her dreams, in music and in life, but she doesn't let it direct her dreams. Carole is a good character. I cannot say that she is the most honest or intriguing black character that I've seen in anime, but she is certainly to be well regarded. Now, other black characters on the show are coded as more black than Carole is, and this has a lot to do with the voice direction given to those voice actors, but the overall presentation of blackness in this series seems not to wish to prop itself up as if to make a point, but rather to exist. Regardless of why I've tuned in, when I watch Carole and Tuesday, it has a way of pulling me in and making me care about the characters. Their lives are really interesting, and the showrunners tell their stories in unique and nuanced ways. I cannot be certain if Carole and Tuesday is a result of what Black Panther exposed the world to, but I'm grateful that it's around. Carole and Tuesday is a great show, and its success, and Carole's success, is the first of its kind.